This week's Out and About starts with a trip to the DW Stadium, except tonight isn't for a game. It's my first visit to the Riversiders to meet the Wigan Supporters Club. So we'll just see what happens. More news later. So very entertaining meeting at the Riversiders. Very good to have gone. I've signed up for the year, only £8 for the year, and you make that back with the amount of events you can get to. It was nice to have a picture with Bowen and Hampshire, and it was nice to actually meet the former players, Ray Ashby, Colin Clark and Frank Parr. Actually, a lot of the stuff they were talking about in 1965, I wasn't around then, so... But it was nice to learn a few new things. Hampshire seems to prefer playing at standoff, but he's happy playing fullback because he's in the team. So, next video will be the Editors' Day on Friday against Castleford. Out and About for this week continues with a short trip down the road to our local polling stations to vote in the general elections. I'm going Labour, as I've done for the last 10 years since I turned 18, so let's see if they win today. So, Out and About for this week continues with Wigan versus Castleford at the DW Stadium. Yesterday was the voting day, and Tories won overall, but Labour won mine, so I'm happy about that. Not exactly good weather, boarding down. And a bit of a disappointing one, and now I've lost my famous gloves, which I've had for years. So hopefully it's not a bad omen for tonight. Wigan versus Castleford, 8 o'clock. So, since the stadium, weather's sort of died down a little bit, it's not as wet as it was. So next week's edition of the Warrior is the Adam and Eve Visage, with the insert for Huntlet versus Wigan, which is for the Heritage Day today, but whether it still goes on with the weather I don't know. So the insert is as follows: 50 years to the day since the famous Huntlet Wigan final, which Wigan did win, with Ray Ashby, Colin Clark and Frank Parr, all at the Heritage Riversiders meeting the other night, which is a little early in the video. So, Wigan versus Castleford, and there's little interchangeable conditions. Let's see how it goes. So, the weather's not much better, and with it being Heritage Day, I've gone for the Wigan and Lee Hospice one, which was from 2009. Last wet Wigan Castleford game I remember was a Challenge Cup one last year, and that did go too well for us. So let's hope it doesn't need the same outcome tonight. The stadium does look empty here, but it is only like 7:10, so that's why. So, Heritage players on the field. Beautiful Putting Wigan players over there. No entertainment tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, today, no Warrior Girls. The only thing the Warrior Girls you'll see is down there. 1965 Challenge Cup win over Huntlet at Berkeley Stadium. Maybe in 1965, Wigan defeated the opposite side by 20 points to 16 in front of over 89,000 fans. And tonight, we're pleased to reunite some members of the 1964 65 squad, including second most Colin Clark and Tony Stevens. Also, Cliff, Hill and Frank Parr. Of course, Billy Boston and Green. And last but not least, fullback Andrew Lance Tokstoke winner as man of the match for the 1965 final. With the trophy, Ray Ashby.
Oh, this lot were even gone. That was sad for that young lad once.
So there's your 65 players, Ray Ashby on the end there, who we met on Tuesday, really funny fella as well. Castleford going off the pitch. Their last visit here, sadly they lost in the league, but they did win the cup game the week before. Stadium filling up just a touch, not too full at the moment. Back going up. So Wigan and Castleford come out. The weather's still pretty poor, to be honest. It's absolutely chucking it down. So there's going to be a few drop balls tonight, I can guarantee you that one straight away. Half time in a very rainy DW Stadium. Wigan 10, Castleford 0. So, rain's definitely playing a part here. Second half coming up.
This is my own song. I played it on radio. This is my
final seconds. 2, 1. Full time, Wigan 28, Castleford 0. That's Wigan's third 0 in 4 home games. 0 Catalan, 0 OKR, 0 Castleford. So we don't play it for another 6 weeks now. Next home game's in OKR, except that's in League. So we signed off here for the summer. 28-0 Wigan. So, out and about ends earlier this week because the scheduled Wakefield Wigan under-19s was cancelled this afternoon after an incident on the 62 caused Wakefield team to be unable to travel. So today is just an afternoon relaxing with the football. A little guest on the video that we haven't seen before. Topsy, who seems to spend the time watching the TV on an afternoon.